Hey there, folks! Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Human Psyche, the show where we dive into the depths of the human psyche. I'm your host, Rebecca Watson, and today's episode is going to be an eye-opener. We're talking about narcissism, not the garden variety, I love taking selfies kind, but the deeper, more concerning variety. So grab your thinking caps, and let's explore Narcissism Unveiled, 8 red flags that could point to a deeper issue within you. If this content rocks your boat, do remember to comment, like, and subscribe for more. To kick things off, let's clarify what we mean by narcissism. Picture this: Narcissus from Greek mythology, who fell in love with his own reflection. Now, imagine that behavior, but in everyday life. Narcissism is an excessive self-love, a grandiose sense of importance, and a lack of empathy for others. It's like thinking the world revolves around you. So, how do you spot this sneaky trait in yourself? Well, buckle up, because here come the red flags. First up, it's the mirror, mirror on the wall syndrome. If you find yourself constantly admiring your reflection and needing external validation, it might be time to reflect on your self-esteem. Number 2, the rule of the ego. Are you always convinced you're right, even when all evidence points otherwise? If your ego is running the show, you might need to share the spotlight with others. Our third flag is a lack of empathy. If you struggle to understand or care about other people's feelings, it's time to flex those empathy muscles. They might be a bit rusty. Flag number 4 is all about boundaries. Do you find yourself steamrolling over other people's boundaries or expecting them to cater to your every whim? Time to dial it back a notch. Now let's get real. These red flags aren't just about being a bit self-absorbed. They can point to a deeper emotional issue within you. Ever heard of the saying, the loudest one in the room is the weakest? Red flag 5 is all about insecurity. A need for constant validation might be masking a deeper fear of not being enough. Number 6, childhood wounds. Sometimes early experiences shape our behavior. If you didn't receive the love and attention you needed as a kid, you might be overcompensating now. Let's talk about the fear of vulnerability. Narcissism can be a defense mechanism. If you avoid showing vulnerability at all costs, it's like building an armor to protect yourself from emotional harm. Last but not least, we have the loneliness in disguise flag. Paradoxically, narcissism can lead to isolation. If you're pushing people away with your self-centeredness, you might end up more alone than you bargained for. All right, it's not all doom and gloom. Recognizing these red flags is the first step on the journey to change. It's time to rewrite your story. Challenge those negative thought patterns, practice self-compassion, and embrace your imperfections. Don't be afraid to seek help. Therapy is like a mental gym. It helps you build emotional muscles and navigate the complexities of your psyche. Empathy can be learned. Engage in activities that promote understanding others' perspectives. It's like a boot camp for your emotional intelligence. And there you have it, folks. Narcissism Unveiled. 8 red flags that could point to a deeper issue within you. Remember, it's not about labeling yourself as a narcissist or not. It's about recognizing areas for growth and embarking on a journey of self-discovery. Let's continue the chat in the comments section and let me know if you think you might possess some of these traits. So until next time, keep exploring how your mind works, my curious companions.